A dry start to the day, turning wet and windy from the west, and the outlook remains unsettled. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Monday, 29th of April.
And you know, Kate was still sitting there going, really? They want to give me an award. And when the room stood up, she had the standing ovation. She was one of the later awards, and she was the first person to get that standing ovation. I think she just, just took it all in slowly.
She's a national treasure.
I know, isn't she?
Yes. And congratulations, Kate. That's absolutely fantastic.
I'm not the bearer of good news there either, because we have different seasons as we move through the pollen season. So we start with tree pollen, the season that we're in right now, and then we move into grass pollen season. And it's grass pollen that affects 90% of hay fever sufferers. So let me give you the forecast as we head through the next few days, because we are now in peak oak tree season. But you'll notice in major cities, it is that plain pollen, the plain trees, that gives that little dusting across your cars. That is coming into the peak right now. And this mild weather that we have through the next few days means that pollen levels are set to rise. So it's high just across the southeast for today, but pollen levels becoming high across most of England and Wales through tomorrow, and a bigger area as we head through to Wednesday as well. So rising pollen because we are in this peak season for oak, but slowly just knocking on the door of the grass pollen season, which affects most hay fever sufferers. But it is what everybody's been asking me for, some warmer weather. We're trying, honestly. In the Met Office, we're doing absolutely everything we can, and we come with the warmer, but it comes with wet. And today's weather is a reverse of where we were yesterday. Dry and bright through eastern areas, but turning wet and windy from the west. So a band of rain through Northern Ireland this morning, heads through the southwest. Good morning to you. We start a new week, and the big question is it going to get any better? Well, I can promise you some warmer weather, but I can also promise you some wet weather as well. We can't have it all. But at the moment, it is low pressure that moves in, and low pressure brings unsettled. Unsettled basically means there's a high chance of rain as we head through the week, especially through western areas. Good morning to you. Our weather is set to turn warmer as we head through the week, but it is also set to turn wetter yet again. Yes, low pressure is with us. It moves in from the west, and it brings cloud, wind and rain through western areas today. East is best when it comes to the dry weather and the sunshine. This is how it looks first thing this morning. It is largely dry across most of England. Well, there are no surprises in the world of weather. You can see it behind me. Yes, there is more rain. One thing people have been asking, though, for is warmer, and I can also bring that. So low pressure is with us this week. Low pressure brings more likely to bring cloud, wind and rain, but also the wind direction is key. Last week it was from the north. That's why it was cool. This week it's from the south, and that is why it is set to be warmer. Temperatures by the end of the week could be climbing up into the mid to high teens. But for today, it is mild, wet and windy in the west. So the latest satellite radar shows dry for much of England, Wales and Scotland, but a wet start across Northern Ireland. Within the next few hours, rain arrives for southwest England and Wales. By this afternoon, it's Northern England and Scotland that have the wet weather, and it stays here for the rest of the day. Brighter skies follow for Northern Ireland, sunny spells and scattered showers. The southeast, 16 degrees with sunshine around. Worth pointing out today, pollen levels high across the south and east. That spreads to the rest of England and Wales later this week.